Hi folks, Shane Getson here, the MLA for Laxton and Parkland. I have an anniversary. Apparently today, it was a year ago that I was elected and given the chance to represent you. And folks have been asking me, how do you like the job so far? And again, it's one of those comments because they know that we're in challenging times. We have a global pandemic. We have a major downturn in the economy. We've had tons of challenges over the year. And as a nation, we've been pretty fractured, to be quite honest, and pulling apart in a bunch of different directions. So knowing what I know now, some folks ask, would you do it all over again? And the answer is yes. So given the circumstances and the challenges, I never would have imagined that this would have happened during our generation, and we would have had literally the perfect storm where you have a pandemic that hits us on those lines. We have our Health Act that has to be implemented, and restrictions on our freedoms of movement, those type of things. That's unprecedented. I've never seen that, and I don't know that many have. Even, during the 50s, during polio, I don't know that it went to this extent. The fact that we've had a major run on one of our largest industries that we've been so proud to be part of for a number of years. If you don't remember too far back, there was tons of flags and protests against that. There was a bunch of misinformation about how vital or how important that industry is, or all of the good contributions that it brings. It was literally under attack for a number of years, and honestly, that's one of the reasons why I came off of the bench, so to speak, and jumped into politics, was to help push back and tell that good story. We had challenges in the ag side of things. The weather has not been cooperative. We've had market conditions that have pushed down the prices of our commodities and are going out as well. Some of the social impacts, due to the other stresses that are out there. We've had a run on people's mental health, mental states of health. We've had an opioid crisis that's taking place and behind. And then we had literally predatory capitalism. So with what was taking place between Russia and the Saudis having a run at each other and flooding the market with commodities, we literally had the perfect storm over the number of years. And not to mention the challenges that we've had with our federal government. So again, 2 terms of Liberals have really been challenging for us here in the West, and specifically in Alberta. So how do I like the job so far? It's had its ups and downs. And the thing that keeps bringing me back was the commitment that I made, and that what I spoke about. And when I talked to folks in person, or when you saw me on a stage, it was that same thing. Here's the credentials that I had. Here's the information that I had in my back pocket. Here's what I've done before. And here is how I'm going to represent you. It's not going to be easy. There's going to be challenges, and we're going to get through it together. And thanks for putting me in the game. And again, there's some tough decisions that are being made. There's some really tough things when it comes to restrictions on movement, because I'm right there with you. And I'd rather be out on my quad in some areas right now, and I'd rather be out doing those things and having those nice campfires with my kids and doing those things out in maybe some of those forest protected zones. And I can't right now. And I'm in self-isolation if I have a cough or a sniffle, and I have to stay at home. My kids are literally doing homeschooling from home. My wife is no longer practicing as a dentist because she was deemed non-essential services. It's been challenging and difficult. And again, when we're making those decisions, it's not because we're not cognizant or empathetic or aware of some of the challenges that we're having. So given all those things, I guess happy anniversary to me. And thank you very much for putting me in this seat, because I know the team that we have in place, and my voice, your voice, is being heard at those tables and those decisions. And we are having an impact, and we will get out of this sooner than later. And it is my strong belief that Alberta will be the one that leads the charge on the national level of who comes out of this case of this coronavirus and who bounces back the quickest with our economy. We have a lot of support across the nation. We've got a lot of good folks in our area, and we've got a lot of strong-willed, innovative Albertans that we're all going to pull out of this together. So again, thank you very much, and that's my quick year in review, and thanks again for the job. We'll talk to you soon.